Greetings and sensation film fans, Thomas L here. With the new film Anna opening this week, I decided to do my top 5 favorite Luc Besson movies. Because he hasn't really done a whole lot of movies I've really seen or enjoyed or anything. But he's done some pretty decent amount of films for me to qualify to do a top 5 of. So, that being said, here's my favorite Luc Besson movies. Coming in at number 5 is a film called Lucy. In it, Scarlett Johansson plays a woman, named Lucy, whose boyfriend ends up tricking her into delivering a briefcase to a supposed business contact, and she ends up being abducted by thugs who intend to turn her into a drug mule, and she ends up being implanted with a package containing a powerful chemical. But it ends up leaking into her system, giving her superhuman abilities. She also has telekinesis and telepathy, and so she ends up seeking out a neurologist played by Morgan Freeman, who she hopes will help her out and all. And this has some really great action moments. Scarlett Johansson, she was awesome in this movie. This was pretty fun. It was entertaining. Had some cool effects in this. It was a pretty decent movie. I was surprised of how good it was, because, when the trailers was released, I thought it was not going to be all that great. But it actually ended up being really good. And Scarlett Johansson, she could do action well. We've, of course, seen it when she played Black Widow. Of course, she had action in Ghost in the Shell, but that was not a good movie. Yeah, Lucy was a pretty good film, and I've been hearing rumors about sequel sorts coming. Sadly, never really went to be, but I'll be down to see another Lucy. I really want to see this character again. Alright, coming in at number 4 is a film called The Family. In it, it's about a mafia guy. This guy named Giovanni Manzani ends up ratting out his mafia cohorts. So him and his family are had to go to a witness protection program, and and end up relocating in the French town, so they could so they could be safe from the goons that are after them. And you have Michelle Pfeiffer, who plays Robert De Niro's wife. Diane Agron from Glee fame plays his daughter, while this actor named John DeLeo plays his son. You had Tommy Lee Jones as you have Tommy Lee Jones, who's a sheriff who's also tracking down these thugs. It's really entertaining, and what an interesting family to have. And of course, it reprised Robert De Niro back in his mafia roof. This is probably Luc Besson's underrated film. I thought it was really good. The movie wasn't a comedy or anything, but it had some pretty funny moments in it. And it was also really entertaining. You had a couple of actors from The Sopranos in this as well, so that was cool. This is a really underrated film. If you guys never seen The Family by now, do yourself a favor, watch The Family. It's a really good one. Coming in at number 3 is The Fifth Element. In it, Bruce Willis plays this New York City cabbie named Corbin Dallas, who ends up finding the fate of the world in his hands when this woman named Lilo, played by Mila Jovovich, falls into his cab. As the embodiment of the Fifth Element, Leo needs to combine with the other four to keep the approaching great evil from destroying the world. So together with Father Vito Cornelius, played by Ian Holm, and a zany broadcaster named Ruby Raoul, played by Chris Tucker, he must race against time. And you also have Gary Oldman, who plays Zorg in this, who's partially one of the baddies here. Gary Oldman was great in this. He of course worked with Luc Besson before, but Fifth Element is more of a guilty pleasure film. I mean, it's not that great of a film, but it's actually pretty fun. It's, entertaining. Chris Tucker stole loads of scenes in this. I love Chris Tucker in this movie. Mila Jovovich was great. I mean, it's probably one of her other better films. Bruce Willis was terrific in this. Really good film. I mean, if you guys never seen The Fifth Element, check it out. It's a really good one. And also, the world they created, like, that Luc Besson created with this, is really good. It's also gorgeous, and, I'll be down to see another Fifth Element. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but if they ever announce a reboot or maybe a follow-up or whatever, I'll be down to see one. Coming in at number 2 is La Famille Nikita. In this, it's about a convicted felon named Nikita, played by this actress named Anne Perlon, who, instead of going to jail, is, like, given a new identity and trained to be a secret police assassin who's controlled by the government. So, like, her lonely life is one when she, like, falls in love with a man who knows nothing about her, like, mysterious life, and there's, like, some, and she's taking down some thugs in this. Like, the actress Anne in this she is badass. I really liked Anne Perlite in this. This was like the film that really put Luc Besson on the map for most people. He did a great job with this movie. It's been a while since I've seen La Famille Nikita, but it's a pretty good action film. It's really entertaining. I mean, Anne really, like, the training she did for this movie was really cool. And Luc Besson really directed this film perfectly. I mean, he's great at working with strong females, and as we're probably gonna see with Anna and with La Famille Nikita, he's great at female-centered action films. And yeah, of course, they also did like a TV show of this as well, which I believe premiered on Fox or the CW, or I can't remember when that show premiered on. But it was an okay show. I mean, but the film version is much better. Alright, my number 1 favorite Luc Besson movie of all time is going to Leon the Professional. It's the movie that really put Natalie Portman on the map, because when Natalie Portman did this, she was like 12 years old when she did this movie. And you have Jean Reno in this. I mean, in it, Natalie Portman plays this 12-year-old named Mathilda, who has like an abusive father who stores drugs for a corrupt police officer, and her mother ends up neglecting her. She does not have good parents, I mean. And you have Leon, played by Jean Reno, who lives down the hall and tends to and he ends up tending to his house plants and works as a hired hitman for a mobster named Tony, played by the great Danny Aiello. And you got Gary Oldman in this as a crook DA agent named Stansfield. And in it, she, like, Mathilda, joins forces with Leon to learn his deadly traits, and he pretty much teaches her how to be an assassin. Leon the Professional now this is also the movie that really put Luc Besson on the map. He did a great job with this movie. Gary Oldman was terrific in this film. Jean Reno was great. Natalie Portman, I mean, like I said, it was Natalie Portman's first feature film, and for a first-time actress, she nailed it. I mean, of course, years later, she ends up being an Oscar winning, so there's that. And Danny Aiello, I mean, who doesn't love Danny Aiello? He's just awesome. This also had some cool action, some cool gunfire. Such a really great movie. I mean, if you guys never seen The Professional yet, check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. And, like I said, it's Luc Besson's best work. Alright, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 5, Lucy. 7, The Family. 3, The Fifth Element. 2, La Famille Nikita. 1, Leon the Professional. Now, he did do other stuff as well. Let me post this. His last movie was Valerian, which completely flopped, but I thought Valerian was an okay film. Not great, but it was pretty decent. He also did the film The Messenger with Mila Jovovich, which was not all that good. He did Arthur and the Invincible, which wasn't all that great. He also produced stuff, like he was one of the producers of Taken. He produced The Transporter. Hey, he's done some other interesting stuff as well. Like he's done lots of really good stuff as a producer too. But anyway, let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your favorite Luc Besson movies? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.